still with sugar beet harvest, and yeah, it's just taking way too long now, and I've got a nice solution for it. It's a bit of an expensive one, as you can probably tell mine's gone on by a little bit. We decided to just go ahead, bite the bullet and lease some equipment, or one piece of equipment should I say, and that's going to be the self-propelled dedicated sugar beet harvester. To be honest, working with ain't too bad. It's just the capacity 6,000 litres, hand to fill up after every single pass, and that it's just not ideal, especially with the Demco. Now I'd rather just do it once or twice, so that's why we've gone and leased one. So what I'm going to do is actually sell the Harlan Topper and the harvester, because obviously with the self-propelled one it does it all in one, so no fancy front and rear 3-point attachment, just one piece of equipment does it all the work for us. So yeah, we're just going to take this to the shop. Also, whilst we're here, we could go ahead and repair the case. So go and put you there. So yeah, we've also got a couple of other things to do today. We've got some contracts to do. We've got 2 fertilizer contracts. We've got a harvesting contract on field 9 that we're going to do. And also could check out our sugar and you. We're just going to repair you. Christ, 8 grand. So there we go. So we got 41 grand back from that, so not too bad. Also, we do have a workout to start doing some of the fertilizer contracts. So we're on field 3 at the moment, so actually what I'm going to do whilst I'm here, let's go to tops up with fertilizer if we can. If not, then we're going to have to take the fertilizer itself over to here or at the multi-production facility and get some from there. So yeah, we can do the crops and that. Yes, we can do solid fertilizer. A lovely jubbly. 15 grand spent, so we pretty much spent all of our money that we just earned on fertilizer and repairing the case. So, and over here is the self-propelled harvester. Not something you'll typically see here in the UK, but actually I don't think you'll see this at all. But it gets the job done, so I'm not going to complain. And just yes, look at that nice, just a haze of a morning. Oops. Let's pay attention to the road, shall we? But yeah, I do appreciate people's comments in the last video. Sort of about the whole little ranting and also thank you to Hydra for. If you haven't seen it, let's get the comment up here a sec. So yeah, basically all it was is I've got sort of adjust things set to distribution rather than storing it, so that's perhaps the reason why we're having issues. But yeah, I'll take out on note, and we will sort of get sorted later on. So at some point, whether or not we do it off camera or not, I sort of may sort of leave it off camera and just fiddle around with some of the sounds, because we've got so many production facilities, it's sort of all intertwined. Because actually, what is our... So I thought I set our grain mill to storing, right? Industrial bakery, notes up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we set it to storage. Well no, we set it to distribution, so we could leave that to store, and then we could always just take the pallets over and either sell the flour, or yeah, because we've got so much flour in that, so. But yes, I didn't quite explain on why the pallets kept them spawning out regardless. Yeah, not too sure now. Perhaps because there were so many pallets in the, or so much flour in the grain mill that it was kept them spawning out. So yeah, it could be that. But anywho, let's go unfold this, lower you. Oh, I just do love how this thing unfolds. And if we a lot, yeah, just this little square here we've done so far. So make sure we've got 2 4-wheel steering. There we go. Yeah, so we're on 4-wheel steering now. So there we go. Turn you on, and just instantly we're getting a good amount of beats. So contract on field 30 is 30% completed, so that's cracking on well. We'll get the workers done now, set them up, get them going as and when. Pretty start picking it up, or is it just because it's got to take time to process? Or perhaps... yeah. Oh, that's why, because we already done strip here, didn't we? Oh yeah, of course. I was like thinking, why was it taking sugar beets up? Because like, how much we were getting by just doing like single passes in that. There we go, that's a lot better. And this is going to certainly just amp up things. Does like the same working speed in that. I'm pretty sure the headers is like the same width as well, so. Okay, now we're getting to bits we've already done, so. What we could do is turn you off. And what I was going to do, I was going to simply get aligned over here, start doing this bit over here. Hope it doesn't have any issues turning around. So there we go. If I just get it in position, and we'll move our case. But yeah, with the whole sugar beet cut thing, I think what we're going to do with that, perhaps would be best if we just fill out with sugar beet cut initially, and then once that is full, we can get another trailer and use just normal beets, because then that doubles our sugar production. It still produces the same amount of sugar a month, well, more or less between the 2 setups, but there isn't a set limit on how much you can produce. So if you've got sugar cane, sugar and sugar beet cut, well, yeah, sugar beet and sugar beet cut on the go, there's nothing to say that you can, yeah, pretty much get just triple the production. So set it onto cruise control, and I'm going to find the trigger point for this. This is because there is no beats in there. Ah, because it's probably because it's got only my little strip there, that's why. But anywho, so yeah, what I'm going to do is going to let this run for a little moment. Not too long. Rain is in the forecast. Actually, we could put times up back to ×2 now or whatever. When this rain come in, crikey, we won't be able to do much more of the harvesting, which if that's the case, then yeah, fair enough, it is what it is. But he said this gives us time to plant the oats in field 23. So I think that's the only field that... oh yeah, also got field 13 sort out as well, but we've got to get it cultivated first of all. Or we could just go ahead and plough with our 9-meter plough. Does it have faster speed than that, but... so yeah, so we'll quickly see now, just see where the sort of trigger point is for this. Actually, this tractor does struggle to pull this, but again, I do love that realism in FS22, that sort of, there is a weight, there is weight affected. Oh yeah, look at that. No issues whatsoever, no collisions, so I am happy with that. So keeping a straight line. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this done, and perhaps I'll see you folks soon once it starts to rain. Then rain is here, and it's just meant to be stopped anytime soon. Initially I did stop doing the harvesting because obviously you get a yield reduction. Well, when I say that, typically speaking you get a yield reduction when you get rain or snow, and for some reason with the sugar beet harvester this did not happen. Well, I say it didn't happen, I didn't get the message that says, oh, it will cause a yield reduction. So if we hop into the John Deere here, see if we go to, okay, rain's officially stopped, so bit of a bad timing there, but usually you'll say, oh, harvesting will cause a yield reduction. However, for the sugar beet harvest, or the harvester, no message popped up whatsoever. So I recently just got it going again, and I'm not sure I'm meant to get from here. We'll cut through the hedgerows. I'm sure there's a way around that. I just can't recall where it was. So yeah. But anywho, we've got the case here, and we've got the lime fertilizer. Looks a lot like lime. I was sure maybe doing this in this weather because obviously it's soaking wet. Okay, it's just over there. Also, we should have narrows on this, but it is what it is. And yeah, so of course, at the start of this episode, I did show some work that we did off camera. What was it? The BJ sort of, I think it was. So in theory, it should be a case off. Boom. Open the cover. Oh, there we go. That's gonna fit up. Obviously, this ain't a huge capacity in comparison to this, so this will take pretty much most of it. But this will last a while, so I'm not too fussed on that. Just keep on going in, and then really should be much left. Where we're at the moment, 77% on this field, so get this done. We'll get 18 done, and then we could go ahead and start doing the sunflower harvest. No idea why I said sugar cane, but so yeah, anywho. There we go, on its way again. Put the pipe in. We'll leave you there. And I think this is all done. Yes, it is, so that's all gone in, that's all gone in, yep. So now we can, yeah, so yeah, we have got it activated, so the bike grinder is activated. How much digesting have we got? Also, and we've got no electricity now. There we go, here it is. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of digesting at the moment, and I think that's going to fill up very quickly. I think we could start to distribution, but we'll just chuck it to everywhere. So, I'm not sure actually. You know what? We'll give it a go. So we'll go and set you to distribute. Not sure how long this would take. So does it do it immediately? No, it does not. So, as you can see, like, we're getting amples of electricity at the moment. So now, if we go over here to the large post fermenter, so you've got 12,000 litres in there. And how much have we got in here? Digestate, 92,000 litres. I think a lot of it's gone in there, hasn't it? We'll skip ahead to another hour now. Because yeah, I want to see about this, because this may cause some issues for us. So we spent out 21 grand. And yeah, that's gone up by 6,000 litres, so yep, do not want that to happen. Because obviously we don't need it, really we don't. So we'll go down here, we'll tell you to store. Fermenters are done, so we do have silage that we could chuck into the BGA if we wish. Got plenty of oil at the moment. How are we doing with sugar? Doing good with sugar now. So yeah, where is it to? How much have we got in here? So yeah, 97,000 litres. And so to match that, we'll need a lot more manure. And to process, it only processes up 48,000 litres a month, so of manure and digestate. So that's going to last us just over 2 months. So suppose with the digestate, we could. So I'm thinking, where is the output? Central digestate storage. So I'm guessing that's that. Of course, it's all getting distributed between this silo here, getting separated between the large post fermenter. So yeah, I think for now we could put you there, because where would you imitate this? See, there's no real clear, so yeah, not too sure now. How we're doing with the sugar beets at the moment, doing good with that, so doing something good. Well, why have you stopped? Are you done? Have I missed it saying contract completed? Nope. We're not done yet. So we go over here and we go to soil composition. So yeah, I've got a little strip here to do. And then we're done. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is do a quick little short time lapse. We will get everything done, and then yeah, we'll come back to once the sugar beet's done. And so yeah, with the sugar beets, as I said before, if the sugar beet cup fills up in the sugar mill, we'll get another trailer over and we'll put sugar beet in it. And also we'll start doing sunflower harvest. Sunflower we'll store because we do have quite a bit of sunflower at the moment. Yeah, 56,000 litres. So yeah, we'll get it over. we have been pretty busy. And also, we can actually have a look and how properly at what we've been producing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pallets of olive oil, sunflower oil. And how much are they selling at the moment? And also we've got quite a bit of sugar, as you may have noticed, that we stacked up. So sunflower oil at the moment is about 5,000 per thousand. Price at the moment in November is going down. And it's going to peak in February, March time. Might as well hold on to that for now. Also, contract on Field 9 is 80% completed. And we've got a couple more pallets. So we got 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 14 pallets of sugar. Oh boy, that's a lot of sugar. So we'll go and just put you there. And luckily we've got this liftable pallet mod, so we can lift all these pallets now. Yep. Ooh, bit of a jerky moment there. Also, be getting some money, obviously, from the BGA. Why can't we go in? Yeah, sometimes it doesn't let you go into vehicles sometimes. Not sure why. No, don't want you. So yeah, obviously we filled up the auger wagon. We got, well, it did have about 350. There was capacity for a bit more, I think maybe 355, 360. But I didn't really bother with it, so now if we go back here, go to here, and see, ooh, look at that, 200,000 litres of sugar beet, just under 350,000 litres of sugar beet cut, so, again, how much is sugar selling for at the moment? I wonder, so go up, 1800 at an Amos. So really it's starting to go down now. Well, according to that, the record low is 1400 at the moment. So yeah, we're at pretty much the bottom end. So perhaps what we could do is stack this up, and in spring we can sell this, sell sunflower oil. Also, I have been wondering about our manure production, so we could, on the way back, have a look, see how much manure we got, because I think we should be by now, last time I checked, we were about 40,000 litres of manure in that, so hopefully by now we should be around 50, 55-ish thousand. Also have a look at the eggs now, because remember it's the best time to sell eggs, but we're not going to do that in this episode. And actually, to be honest, we may sell everything tomorrow. In the next episode, just sell all of our sugar, sell all of our sunflower oil. So yeah, we've got a worker on field 20, that's doing the mulching. We had a worker on 13. That is pretty much mostly done, but not all of it. And I've noticed with 25, I thought this was just because it was 25, nothing will happen on that field. That's been there for a few episodes now, and with seasons turned off, you've had AI farmers cultivating, seeding, and throwers in those fields, or even liming them to certain extents, but not 25. So to be honest, I think we may end up buying field 25, and I think for the time being that would be our last field we own. Perhaps then again, we do want field 10, don't we, for the grapevines? Ooh, so many choices, and we do have a lot of money coming in. Well, not at the moment, at some point. Especially when we go and sell those. What was it? The solid fertilizer. Actually, you know what? What's right here? Ooh. Yeah, forgot about that tree stump. How are we doing on everything? We're going to have a little look here. Cow's looking good and that healthy. Look at the eggs. Why haven't they got any more eggs? Because yeah, these parts we can't lift them, so these are old ones. we'll check that in a minute. But what about the cows in that? Also, we're starting to lose a bit of sunlight. There is a bit of a haze in that. Not sure how it's going to come through on recording. Xbox had a hazing issue, but for me, as I'm playing this on 4K HDR on the PS4 Pro, it looks fine. It looks beautiful, nice and detailed. Ah, wait a minute. Look at the bottom right corner of the screen. They got food, which I expected, but no straw, so how much TMR have we got? Well, not TMR, for like manure. That hasn't gone up. That was about 35, I thought it was like 35, 40,000. That hasn't gone up. Eggs hasn't gone up. Got plenty of honey. I think to us we've got more honey that we can actually do with it. These are running good. Obviously, these got the supplement tanks. Can't remember which one this is. I know one is part of the map and the other one, bit of a bad choice of placement. So yeah, problems. We've nearly killed all of our animals. Well, we nearly killed the chickens at least because they got new food. So we'll hop back into the case. And rather than getting sugar beets, we need to get some barley in, because we do have some barley stored. But the thing is, which side do I have it stored at? I'm going to say we stored it in this side over here. Or at least if we have, how many chickens we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's about 36,000 litres of wheat, barley or sorghum. We don't have sorghum. But please say we've got wheat or barley here. Yes we do. Dory chickens, I am coming. Of course got straw stored in the multi-fruit silo by Omatana. So how much did I say? 36,000 litres we need. There we go. 16 litres too many. That I can live with. Probably should have our beacons on because obviously this is a public road. Even though this is a quite a little quaint little village. Ooh, that is some weight on the back. Yeah, I did forget about the Trans 70 has got actual real weight. That's the thing I do love about FS22. Obviously I know like with productions, and I think to was who was it mentioned it the other day? Mississippi on one of his videos about with the new production chains that we got, the new that we've got at the Omatana ones. So if this is happening on FS19, we've gone absolutely bonkers. But now I do feel like some people may be a bit blasé. You're sort of like not interested in new production facilities. Like, no, I've seen comments that we've got currently in testing a dairy factory in testing, and people say we've already got those. And I do get where people's coming from, but the whole idea of production facilities in sort of real life, but when I say real life, you sort of know what I mean, but as a business, let's say a business that works for with a farmer and that, you start small and then you grow big. You wouldn't have like what I've said, how like these multi-production chains and that, like all integrated on this little quaint area. To be honest, what you would have actually done in real life, so some of these placeable areas, if I show you, like these areas here, mainly by the BGA, perhaps you could say a little bit up here, but more of the northbound area rather than on southbound. You have like not like a big retail industrial site like you'll see in many towns and cities here in the UK, but something a little quaint little yard area of like small factories and that. Just processing little bits and that serves the local community, grew by the local farmers and sold to the community. Basically, I do love these smaller production chains, and I do hopefully modders bring not only more crazier, bigger production chains, which I will often see, Also just small ones, and we're having some... Now I've got the downside of this trailer. From the side panel, there should be just a push option, right? Unless that is the push option. Yeah, I think it lifts up at the back. So it doesn't roll out, it lifts up. I think that's the downside of having chicken coops so close together because you're lazy off not properly spraying it. There we go. Bit of finagling. And that auto trailer's in the way. But yeah, also, I should get rid of that. But yeah, also just lately, I know that content-wise has been a bit sort of lackluster on the channel due to sort of X, Y, and Z reasons, mainly work and family. But outside in my community space, a lot of it's going to be changing very soon. With sort of long story short, not going to go into too much detail. Of having some insurance payout from my motorcycle accident I sustained a few years ago. A few years ago. Basically, what it was, a idiot, in my opinion, in a van, wasn't paying attention, head-on collision, and sustained significant injuries, let's put it that way. And as I said before on this channel, I know I've said this story about how I got into proper gaming like Farm Sim. That is like where I wasn't working, when I was working, limited to work due to I was recovering sustained injuries from a shattered tibia and fibula to obviously broken hands and wrist, and obviously at the moment, which I still have today, constant back issues, which, oh boy, is a joy to have back issues. I know if anyone's got any back problems, you know what it can be like at times. And like recently, last week on Thursday and Friday, I couldn't work for 2 days. On Thursday, barely could have gotten out of bed, just in absolute agony, laying down, sort of in like a lay down position, like on the bed, was like the best situation for me because there wasn't any direct pressure sitting down on the back. So not sure how that works exactly, but yeah, just what I knew was laying down was going to cause some issues, and I have some issues here. Should have gotten a smaller trailer for this. But so yeah, anywho, yeah, just absolute agony. Even tried to get some farm sim stuff done, couldn't get recordings done, and yeah, that really sucked a big time. There we go, that's the chicken's done, and next we'll get some straw in. But yeah, so as I was saying, obviously, for example, streaming, I used to be streaming quite frequently. Internet issues, how to go back to the family Wi-Fi. At the moment, I am trying to get back onto my own sort of dedicated internet router that I use this for pretty much just to power the PlayStation, my PC, and my smart TV, and obviously Wi-Fi from my phone and tablet and that. And yeah, so not actually we should have had a track because all we need it for sure, don't we? But of course, at the moment, couldn't really get a decent fix at the moment. But what I've done temporarily is got like a massive 30-meter Ethernet cable hooked up to the router on the ground floor, where my sort of gaming room, bedroom, where we're quite situated, is on the second floor. So yeah, pretty much what I did: drill some holes in the wall, thread the cable through, thread it downstairs, through outside, and into the main router, and then hooked that to my room. Got a nice splitter, nothing too fancy. I just think it was like something like £30 off Amazon. Ordered in the morning, came in the evening, so that night got it hooked up, and yeah, it seems to work. Connection speed ain't the highest, it's like 100 megabytes download and something like 15 megabytes upload, which is decent. Gets content uploaded quite quickly. So I want straw, not sure how much. But connects to all my devices, all my PC, TV and PlayStation. No instability issues whatsoever. So what I'm thinking of doing, obviously I'm recording this last bit now on Wednesday. I am working tomorrow, Thursday through to Monday as I usually do. 4 till 11 on Thursdays, and then 11 till 8-ish, well, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So yeah, the plan for me is I'm going to get back into streaming, basically what I'm trying to say. I will try stream, depending on how things go, tomorrow afternoon. Today, when this episode comes out, this episode will come out in the morning. Thursday morning, around about, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that. UK time, of course. And yeah, plan on streaming in the afternoon, around about midday, 1 o'clock-ish. Not ideal, obviously, realistically I would have loved to stream properly around the sort of late afternoon UK time, so where it's sort of morning in America, in the States, but not too late here in the UK, so right around 4 to 8 PM. Obviously, yeah, sometimes things don't work out that way. So I've got a busy household, so sometimes streaming ain't always the best option. Also with that, I am planning to change that situation. I'll get my own place soon. And man, we're very close with the straw there. So, plan is stream tomorrow. What map I'll stream on? I think I'll do Calmsden first of all. Not this series, I'll set a little something up there. I don't know, I think of like a John Deere sort of kind of farming out. Not too sure. You can always figure out during the stream there. But yeah, anywho, so yeah. Big things I got planned on doing, obviously once I get the PC upgraded. Because at the moment I've just got the graphics card, a Asus Strix 3080. Paid way too much for that. Around about £500. And I think that the marketing price is actually something in the realms of like a couple of £100 less than that. But obviously scalpers and all those other good things, yeah, things happen. But yeah, so at the moment just shopping around for motherboards and that, power supplies, because obviously I have to go back to my, I won't say crappy, but it is a little bit lackluster GTX 670 after breaking my 2060 a few months ago, which I wasn't happy about. I think that was just could have been a faulty card. It was used, it was second hand, so I bought it cheap. Thought, you know what, yeah, the price is, I'll risk it, and yeah, risk didn't really pay off. So yeah, I was going to buy brand new in box. That's what I did. Motherboards running a AI 3600X, I think it is at the moment currently running, or a 5.7 or 7.3 series. I'm not too sure, I can't remember. Actually, where is the trader tool on this? Actually, where is it? Oh, you're up here for some reason. No dear. But yeah, so obviously currently running a B450 Asus ROG Strix motherboard. Plan ready for me, upgrade to somewhere like a 550 or an X570. Really, for me personally, I'm not going to run multiple graphics cards, and to us, like, nowadays, I ain't really done much people running multiple GPUs, so I think I may just get a B550 or an X570 if I can get a good one that's got all the really USB ports. That's all I really need, because obviously most of my boards come with 2 fan headers. So one would be for the obviously CPU cooler, which is a Corsair IQ 208mm RAD, and I think I've upgraded to a 380, not 380, 360, because I'm up in the CPU to a Ryzen 9 5900X. Just obviously, of course, it'll be brand new, so of course, paid a bit extra. I think I can't remember, they're going for around about 400 quid and that, so RAM upping it to 64 gigs from 16 gigs. Bit overkill, I know, but yeah. And of course, upping storage from 1TB SSD to a 2TB NVMe and a additional 2TB of SSD storage. So that'd be 5TB in total. So yeah, obviously it's going to be a worthy investment. Not just, it's going to be for both gaming as well as content creating on PC. Got a few PC games I would love to play and stream on, sort of a bit on the side. Will it be on this channel, or I'll create a separate, like an indie game channel or something like that? Not too sure yet, but it's one of those things we'll see as it is. But yeah, as I sort of been rabbiting on, we have earned 129 grand from the sunflower. Some of that, well, most of that was from the trader already. I think it was like about 10,000 was in the combine itself already. Actually, I think it was more 15,000 or whatever it was. That's what we want. We want you, because we want to get that last bit of sugar beets and take you over to the sugar mill. Also, you've got 2% straw in here. I don't think this accepts straw because it's not a multi-fruit site. To be honest, I think we could get away with just putting sugar beets in, and that will delete the straw in here. So yeah, not too worried about that. But yeah, so what we do now is get this unloaded, take it over to the sugar mill. There we go, that's deleted. And to round off this episode, I'll meet you at field 23 and we'll get some seeding done. We'll go and plant some oats, as it's just started to rain. Man, this has been a wet winter so far, and hopefully it's going to get some snow in the forecast. Well, I don't hope, but I know we've got snow in the forecast, so yeah. 20,000 is in here, so I'm going to get that done, and I'll meet folks at field 23. Just a little quick introduction here. What we're going to do is get one more collectible, because there is a collectible up here I thought we missed, but nope. Actually, no, we did miss it, but yeah, so we'll go up here, and there's one more collectible, and that's an extra 101 grand, so nice little extra income there. And also I do like that sort of tune that's sort of given after you've gone and collect the collectibles. Really liking that indeed. So yeah, an extra 100 grand in the bank. But now back to our scheduled programming, and I'll see you folks in a sec once we actually get some planting done. And here we are, not seeding, yeah, not drilling whatsoever, because for one, our sheep's also run out of water now. Well, I think they might be run out of water for some time, so yeah, that whole killing the animals thing, yeah. Oh, look at that, I've got a few packs of furniture. So we've got 179 here, so, but man, we've got a lot of stuff to sell to get some money on, so. But yeah, so point planting now, because obviously it's raining and it's not really the best time to be planting. Yes, I know, it doesn't matter in FS, but that's sort of semi-reason. I do try to survive for it sometimes. Yeah, can happen, and we're losing lightness, so thought I'd rather make some emergency runs, and we'll get our sheeps filled up with some delicious water. There you go, sheeps, enjoy. They don't seem to be too thirsty. Well, I suppose they could be just licking the grass up from the, well, the moisture from the grass on the floor. So that is empty. And how much is that? contributed to the cause. Yeah, some bit. So I've got one more though to do. I might just do one more, call it a night, and the rest can be done in the morning once we've got a bit more sunshine. Oh. New round to the chicken pens there. Actually, how are those chickens doing? Have they run out of food? Oh no, yeah, that's the one they do so. Actually, how old are our chickens? Are they over 36 months? Nope. 20 months or so? Because I know after 36 months they take twice the food, but not obviously twice more production. So once they hit that around 36 month mark, we will go ahead and sell those chickens, but that ain't going to be till summer of not next year, the year after, so nothing to worry about for the time being. So, and at the moment, we're getting a war from the flooded roads. Obviously, doing try our bits here to help out the community with some of these roads. But down here, it gets proper hit when it floods. Because obviously, it's sort of like a little valley area, so rain comes down, travels down, and it all just settles here when it's at its lowest in the area. Got hills, got walls, got verges as well. These bits on the road where it sort of goes up, you see? And that is what you call, in the engineering terms, a verge. And that is done pretty much almost intentionally. Or at least here in the UK, it was thought we seen elsewhere, where obviously if you're making a road or a railway or whatever, and you have to sort of cut out the terrain where it sort of peaks and troughs, whatever terrain you tend to dig up, which is called a fall. I should have already one saying when you sort of had to dig up roads here to obviously to lower it, that's what you call a verge. And when you had to put road in up or put material in to get the roads leveled, that's what you call a fall, apparently, or something like that on engineering terms. I can't remember is the exact terminology of it, but yes, it's always good to see. Obviously, I do watch some engineering channels, well, gaming channels by engineers, like RC Real 7 Engineer, who's only set up his channel like in 2020, like January, June, July-ish. And it's already very close to 1 million subs. Like, I think as of recording this, he's around 997,000 subs. Also, just general educational, just sort of like the factual engineer channels. Sort of just like broadening your horizon now. Like sometimes when I'm bored, not much to do, and when there's no farming content, yeah, I sort of tend to tune to channels like Real Life Lore. I think what's the other one? And Savage's Builds. No, and Savage's Tested. Obviously, I'm Savage from the Mythbusters. And yeah, always loved the Mythbusters when I was growing up. Sort of like the fun experiments, not just the explosions, like Lead Balloon, or the myth of the Lead Balloon, like the Hindenburg disaster, and inflatable rasp made by helium if a person. Yeah, it's just some like proper old classic episodes by Mythbusters. Also, I think you can watch some of the older series, like Series 1 to 8 on Prime. Not sure about the new ones on Discovery Plus. They're rescratching many places nowadays, just with TV packages, because obviously got the internet for that. So, but anywho, after a constant jabbering on today, that is where I'm going to call it today. We are losing light. I think it's safe to say we've officially lost light. There's a bit of burning sun in the background, but yeah. So next time, animals taken care of, manure send over, production chains send over, or sell, and what else? Oh yeah, seeding. Got all of our fields to seed. I do have a worker on the field 20. Not sure why that spike was there all of a suddenly. So yeah, a lot of work to do tomorrow. But for now, it's going to be from me, folks. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. If so, smash that button. Feel free to comment down below. If you want to share some, please be my guest. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, then please consider. But, without choose to do, hope everyone has a nice day. But for now, this is me, Farmer EnvoyXtreme, and I'll see you all very soon.